Hey guys, at least one of you guys out there asked me in the past couple months, hey, what did you snag up for Black Friday? A lot of the shaving vendors have deals, and I did jump on a few of those, not a lot. And I figured I'd make a little quick video as things fall apart. I made a snapshot, for the thumbnail image for the video, and so I'm holding all this stuff. And so I figured I'd show what I got this year. I've already shaved a few times with this High Mountain White or Silk. What's it called? Silk. Yeah, Silk Fan. High Mountain White Silk, and from Umo, red, white, and blue Venus handle. So far, I'm liking the handle in terms of ergonomics. I do like the knot so far. And that was a pretty good discount on Black Friday from the Umo, and that's at the AliExpress.com website. From that same place, I got this faux leather for just a couple of bucks. I got this faux leather, maybe it's a pen case, I don't know what, but I'm going to use it to hold some straight razors. I also got, let's see, anything, oh yeah, from AliExpress as well. They're a good place for just basic budget shaving brush handles. This is a 24 millimeter brush handle, and it's not super big, but it's not small either. And I've used one like it before, this same shape. I think this color is kind of cool. The barber pole stripes. And I'm going to put a 24 millimeter knot in it. I did also buy a boar knot from Umo, and and who knows, maybe that's what's going to land in this little handle here. Let's see. So that's it for the AliExpress. Of anything. Oh, I also bought some earbuds. They had these wireless Bluetooth earbuds for like $10. Maybe it's a ripoff. Maybe they're going to die in a month, but they're working so far. So that was a good deal. So now then let's go to the vendors. One of my favorite vendors to go to at the Black Friday time frame is Sterling Soaps, because they release their seasonal offerings, and they put them out in these the soaps at least, in these little 3-ounce containers, which are a little bit smaller than their 5.8-ounce containers. I guess 6-ounce containers. And so this is Scarn, a play on the Office television show here in America, where the guy imagines himself, Michael Scarn, and as some kind of super spy. And so this is I think that's Sauvage or something like that by Dior is what that is inspired by. I wish it were a little more edgy and dangerous. It's a very kind of nice and sweet type of cologne scent. I do enjoy using it, but when I think of a secret agent, I might like for it to have a little bit more spice, but I do applaud them for going for that reference. Also, I did know about picking this guy up. I finally did, because it's still available on the website, and so is Scarn, by the way. They did not sell out, at least as of today. Alighieri, not exactly sure how you pronounce this. This is inspired by the classic Fahrenheit scent from Dior. And so it's popular, at least it was a long time ago, and people are still making shaving soaps that are based on it. And so I imagine it's still, and I like the smell of it. And so for that one, actually, and these are usually $8, and it's more. Right now they're $8 on sale, and I think that's a great price. And then on sale as well, the same scent, the Fahrenheit type scent, Alighieri, as a soap. And this is the way Sterling soaps, in case you don't know or have never seen their bath soaps. And the soap is a big one. It does take up pretty much this whole box inside there. And I have several of them that I've bought when they've done a sale. And sure, it's more expensive than a soap bar at the Dollar Tree, but it does smell a whole lot better usually, depending on what your tastes are. That's subjective. And so when they're on sale, I'll snag those. And this seemed like a good one to try as a bar of soap. So that's it from Sterling. The vendors also sometimes have special releases of certain products. Barrister and Mann decided in maybe December, I can't remember when it was, December 1 or December 15 or something, maybe November. And I don't want to forget to say another vendor, Summer Break. Is it? I don't want to make a mistake. Valedictorian is the name of the scent. Yeah, I think it's Summer Break. And Valedictorian looked really good. The only reason I didn't pick it up was because they said it was going to be a part of their permanent lineup. And because I knew I'd be spending a little bit of money on these items that I've shown you, I decided to wait and pick it up after the craziness has ended. But it sounds really good. I'm looking forward to buying that one. May even get it secondhand if somebody tries it and it's not quite their cup of tea. But back to the one I was able to get, Barrister and Mann. These two soaps were released as a part of their Soft Heart base, where he puts out a couple hundred of the soaps and a couple hundred of the balms only currently. And it's the PP8. It was called PP8 when it was under development, when he was doing the Excelsior soap base. And these guys get used up a little quicker, and so that's why he chose Excelsior as the main base for all of his product line to go in eventually, Excelsior. But as he was developing and sending out test batches to people, the one called PP8 got such wonderful acclaim that he decided to do periodic releases in the PP8 and now called Soft Heart. And the Ferox is one that I've shown on my channel at least once as a Soft Heart. It is a nice soap base. It's filled with all kinds of soft moisturizing things for your face. Like we know now, it does get used up a little quicker because of that. But if you're like me and it takes you forever to use up a soap, then no big deal, right? So Paganis Violin is a really interesting story, and he tells you on the website. Maybe his page goes down once he's sold out. I don't know for sure, but the story is that Paganini was a composer, and he was playing the violin at one of his presentations, at one of his concerts, and one of the strings broke. And bravely, he continued to work on his music and present it and play the music with one less string. And then after a while, another string broke. And then he just, oh, how brave is this guy to take these notes and make wonderful music with what was left. And again, his strings kept breaking until at last he only had one string, and he completed the symphony, or I don't know the word to describe the amount of music that he played, but he completed the entertainment for the crowds to their great applause. Later on, it was discovered that he composed that piece specifically for a violin that would lose its strings, and it was specifically made to where there are all these variations and things around one note, and that's what Will is going for of Barrister and Mann with Paganini's violin. It's kind of one note in it, and he's hoping that as you use it, it layers and it shows some complexity, some interest, while still being mainly a one-note soap. Now, when I smell it, it's pleasant, kind of earthy maybe. It's not really super floral or anything, so we'll see. We'll see what that is like in the actual shave sometime in the near future. And then, to my great happiness, he decided to release a sandalwood, a pure sandalwood scent. He did have a sandalwood in the Lather line a few years ago, but it was very powdery and kind of high and along the lines of a classic sandalwood from maybe the UK or Europe, like D.R. Harris sandalwood and Taylor of Old Bond Street sandalwood, and those are not my kind of sandalwoods. And so this is really a more authentic kind of sandalwood. He said it even had a small amount of a very expensive, aged 40-year-old sandalwood. And sure enough, when I uncovered the cap, a little bit of that woodiness, and it is distinctly a sandalwood type woodiness. There are many that say sandalwood, but then when you smell it, it's really maybe more of a cedar in terms of how you perceive it, or just normal, like a pine log or something that has been kiln dried and it's just dried wood, like when maybe you would generate some sawdust and have in your shop an aroma would fill, and then that's kind of what you get. But no, this one's distinctly sandalwood. It's not super strong. It's not as kind of heavyweight as the Fine Santal Absolute. That one does have some soapiness to it. This one doesn't have that, at least in the dry puck. So this is the Soft Heart, and I'm really looking forward to smelling this one as I've got it in use. So that was something that wasn't specifically a Black Friday release, but it was around that time frame. So I brought both of these Soft Hearts here to the presentation for you guys in case you're curious. I wanted to show you just for a few bucks on AliExpress, I have this faux leather case, and so I suppose you got this little El Cheapo thing to wrap around to keep everything not moving. And then I just wanted to show you, I put some straights in here, and I got these on eBay recently, and it looks like it's going to do pretty well. And I wouldn't put too expensive straights on their own right here, but I might be able to take a needle and thread and go right down the middle of these wider pouches and maybe make a slot for 2 razors or something like that. But I figure it'd be worth a shot for a couple of bucks to see if I can organize. I don't want, I've got a few of these old straight razors that I purchased off eBay in a lot purchase, and I don't want them to just be flopping around in a box all by themselves, up against each other. And so and I guess I can open up this flap here to cover them up. That way they would not be rubbing up against each other during travel, moving, and all that. And I guess what you do is, with this sash thingy, is kind of tuck it in on after it rounds one side, and then maybe it'll stay together. So we're going to try that as a storage option. One last thing, and this is not a Black Friday item. This is something I purchased during the time frame of Black Friday on eBay, and I thought it was pretty cool. This is and I may make this a separate video because I think they're pretty cool. This is a Khaki Set from Gillette. These were issued to guys in the military a long time ago, and there we go. The case is in wonderful condition for what we are receiving. Got the head right here and the blade bank right here, and then we have the handle, and as you can see, both the ferrule up near the head and at the end of the handle are off because it's got a split. And in the individual video we'll go into more about that, but that is kind of common for those razors back then, and I'll be investigating over the next few months different solutions I can do to maybe find another handle somewhere else in another kit, or I don't know, maybe just use a handle from an old type. I'm not exactly sure. If the split wasn't so big, I could just glue, weld, or whatever these two end pieces onto the end of it, and it would be fine. But the distance, the gap there in the split in the handle is really quite large. But that's pretty cool. A little wonderful piece of history. We'll do a separate video just showing that. And that was Black Friday. I do have, in my traditional Black Friday purchases, I love Maggard Razors because in the early days of me shaving, because they would, in the Black Friday time frame, would be inexpensive boar brushes to try. Wonderful. A couple of soaps, the Confluence, I believe, Convergence, I can't remember what it was. It was a joint effort between Maggard, I believe, and Declaration Grooming, and it's a very nice scent, but it's just a little bit too weak for me in the sample that I purchased. And that one was available. They did a sale on some fine soaps, fine accoutrements, hard soaps, and I did buy one of those. In the past, I've done boar brushes, razor heads. I got that Maggard Slant. Oh, that's right, I forgot about that. I got that Maggard slant head that I've used on this channel. But not really too many things from Maggard this year. In the years past, I've gotten more. But as they come along and offer kind of similar gear as what they've done before, I don't need to make any purchases because of what I've gotten before from them. And so I love planning out what they are offering. And it just so happened that this year it was just a few items. But they are a place where I definitely spend a lot of time and anticipate reading over some of the things that they have. I got one time I got a 2-band Finest Badger brush from Maggard's and had that really short, kind of heavy aluminum handle that's really a chore to hold on to. One of these days I'm going to find something else to glue on the end of it, and it's going to be a wonderful brush because I love the knot quite a bit, and it's just the handle that was letting that brush down. I almost was able to find a list of the stuff I'd gotten in the past just to let you guys know in case you don't know about Black Friday sales, to kind of show you some of the things that they do offer. But I wasn't able to find that. All right, well, in case you were curious, that's what I snagged up this year in 2020, technically last year, this past season of Black Friday purchases. And I have done the Scarn soap on this channel already. I've done that brush, that Umo brush. And so in the days to come, you'll see me use that Alighieri, the Paganis Violin, and the sandalwood for certain. Very cool. All right, guys, you take care.